Hello and welcome back to Lunacid. This is episode 17. Last time we found an interesting list of things to try. The list of rituals written by Abdul, the monk, cleric type of person who is responsible for all the brainless people in the Temple of Silence. In the lore, he has been described as mad, I believe. So yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea to actually try to do all of that, but it sounded like we need stuff from trying those rituals in order to go through that door we found in the Labyrinth of Ash. So yeah, there's a lot of trial and error to be had. Yet there is also one place that we haven't properly looked at, and that is the Chamber of Fate. It is possible that we need something from the Chamber of Fate for these rituals, right? So my current headspace is the following. I guess today we will try to look at this Chamber of Fate, see if we can have a nice chat with that voice that told us to go back. That might be Sucsarius. It might be not. And then we will see what it is we can do in the Chamber of Fate. It might be the end of the game, meaning we might trigger the credits there. However, I have acquired one piece of crucial information that I actually like to have for most of the games that I play, and that is once I maybe accidentally trigger the credits, will the game allow me to load an earlier save to, hunt down more secrets, hunt down alternative quest lines, maybe additional endings, and according to my sources, the manual saving is not in any way manipulated by the end of the game. So whenever we save, it is saved, and the game is not going to override that without our additional action. That means we should be good with looking at the Chamber of Fate, maybe trigger an ending, and afterwards we will try to go through that list of rituals for the chamber, for the Labyrinth of Ash, and see if we can get through that door. I might be wrong about all of this. Maybe that door is the only way to reach the credits, and maybe I am wrong about all of this. Maybe that door in the Labyrinth of Ash is the only way to actually reach the credits, and the Chamber of Fate will just give us additional hints as to how to understand the rituals, maybe give us additional tools so that we can actually perform these rituals. I mean, a lot of things are possible. This game is pretty wild and has really violently ignored my expectations multiple times. So I guess we need to see. So yeah, we will save. every now and then. Oh, there was still a level up from last time. Dex resistance. Alright, so we go to the Forlorn Arena and enter the Chamber of Fate. To be honest, I'm also very interested in re-exploring this arena. I'm not convinced that we've found everything here. I mean, it seemed to be enough to enter the Chamber of Fate, which is good enough for now, I guess. It's very dark here. Let there be lights. Oh, we hear the voice again. That's nice. Okay. I mean, we heard those lines before. Do you have anything else to tell us?
I am the Knight Sucsarius. None enter here may live.
Okay, that's expected. None who enter here may live. I guess that's the way to go. But hold on, did it look like there were additional paths over here? That's where we came from. And this... oh, this is just the collapsed spots. I see. Garrett the Hound! Oh, you're alive, Valnek? Well, don't interfere. Glorious violence shall be mine. Well, Garrett, we have your hammer. Oh, that's an...
You seek to die as well.
oh, wow. Cursed Knight Sucsarius. Wait. Why can I not damage you? Hold on a second. I need to do light reveal, I guess. Oh, his health is interesting. 6660. So he takes most damage from dark. Curious. Oh wow, what? Hold on, he's recovering health. Do I see that correctly? So we need something that deals dark damage? Oh, but yeah, we can damage him like more or less consistently. Let me briefly look through my weapons. I mean, it's not like... Oh, that's probably interesting. Oh, wow. Oh, is it possible that he actually has life steal? Yeah, he heals when he damages me. Wow, that's insane. So hold on. Can we like poison him? I see. So there are multiple tactics here. We might just as well die. I think I will have to go with maybe Quick Stride. And possibly we had this... Oh, that's different. Now sleep? Okay. Yeah, I want to go with Quick Stride, and we had this Dark Skull attack magic. So technically he takes most damage from dark. Oh, that's wild. Shadowblade 80. It guards the wielder from most status effects whilst also causes blindness, does dark damage. So this would actually protect us from his poison, I think. Let's try the Shadowblade. Honestly. It's probably gonna be very annoying because it's very difficult to see. But it has a really quick attack. And with Quick Stride we can like run around very quickly and like try to avoid being damaged by him, which will then heal him, right? Okay, and Dark Skull, how much Mana does that eat? Not too much. Because the problem that I see with the Blade of Justina, for example, to like recover mana is gonna be that thing has a reach of 2.2 compared to our Shadow Blade here. 3.7, almost half. All right, let's actually try this. So I think he was taking like 40% damage from everything except Dark, where he took 60%. So it feels like we are supposed to use Dark damage against him. We might actually go for the musket then. Privateer musket. Because you see, when we are quick enough to avoid his attacks, we might just take the time to, you know, shoot. Yeah, I think that's a better plan, actually, than getting up close. Oh, you're alive, Valnek. Well, don't interfere. Glorious violence shall be mine. Without a hammer? Garrett, that is such a stupid idea. I mean, this might feel very cheesy, actually. Wait, he has constant healing? How does that work? How are you supposed to beat this guy? Okay, I see a problem with my loadouts. Seeing how I have both my attacks on the same finger, basically, the right shoulder buttons. Ah. So it kind of works with the amount of damage that we deal. What the world was that? What was that? Really? Friggin' snakes? Oh crap. Oh, I see what I need to be doing here. I think I need moonlight on the other slot. How do we do that? To take care of these friggin' snakes. What has happened? Did I just lose my health? I was not looking at my health. Wait. Why are you playing the flute again? Huh. Okay. So let's continue with our interesting tactic here. Privateer musket. But then I need Dark Skull on the left bumper. And here I probably want. Wix Ride. Okay, let's try to do this again. Actually, I was just thinking, should we try Bestial Communion on him once? That could help, right? We have 43 mana vials, that's something. No Bestial Communion text, alright. So Dark Skull is what we need then instead. Slowed. What are you doing there? What the hell is this? It's so much better to have them on 2 different fingers. What does that mean? Demi? Cheryl. Was it Edna? Who the hell is this? What is happening? What in the world is happening? Wait, was that us? Oh god, what is this skull? What? What are these things saying? Wow. Does every skull say something different? What's going on? The unkillable curse. Defeat Cursed Knight Sucsarius. Hello there. Well, well, well. A cursed knight indeed. I've hunted many a foe claimed unkillable, but this sure was something else. Without his curses, he could finally die. Truly, he suffered a tormented existence. It's far better this way. You can go ahead if you want to wake the Great One. I've seen enough for today. Lucid Blade. Dealing light damage? 162? What's going on? Where did I get this from? The old one that waits, dreaming, is awake. Who are these figments? Spirits of a dream to resist. None can, and you shall display your power over them. What? Was it Etna? Etna, yes. Ooh, I'm beat. Sorry I got stuck outside that massive fire. I was able to buff your health and mana from outside it though. Nice, thank you. I guess Sucsarius wasn't unkillable after all. Though I admit I don't quite understand what death is. For some, it seems to be more about rebirth or change. Maybe Sucsarius is still out there in the universe. Maybe he'll get a new chance at life. Or maybe this is all we have. What happens to those in dreams when the dream has ended? Sorry, I didn't mean to get philosophical. It's just nice to voice my thoughts with you, Valnek. I'll meet you back at Wings Rest. Hey there, Demi. How are things? Hey, Valnek. You made it. One chamber is all that's left. Maybe it's finally time to wake it up. I'll meet you there when you're ready. Calamis is already waiting there. Calamis? See ya. Calamis? So, where did we come from? Did we come from there? No, that's different. Okay. So yeah, we did have to fight Sucsarius after all. It came as a bit of a surprise to have all of our friends return for the final encounter. And it even more so now feels like the final encounter. I don't think we'll be doing any more big boss fights after this. I'll meet you back at Wings Rest. Ah, I've seen enough for today. Okay. Is this the right time to save? Should we not save here? You know what? I think I will very briefly run back to the save point. I kinda don't trust any of this. I'm mostly worried that the game will push us into the credits now. And then we will have to load the state before we fight Sucsarius. And then we don't have this blade. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Where is Clive? Is he not the fighting type? We haven't even used all that many resources in the end. Because you really just had to get him down to 25% of his health, I think? And roughly there is where all of our friends joined the fray. I'm very curious about what kind of text these skulls actually gave us. Oh wait, but it was in the position of the name of the enemy. Maybe it's that the name of the enemy had this weird... was written in this strange script. Grave of the Sleeper? Are we the windfish after all? Hey, who are you? Calamis is waiting. Who or what is a Calamis? Demi? Oh, hey. It's down there, on the shore. I'm not sure what will happen when it wakes up. All I know is that the Great Well and the era erected by it will all be brought to an end. There's no going back once it's awake. At least not as this world is now. But sometimes the end is just a new beginning. Wait, so are you Calamis? Please tell me you're just Clive in armor, because I have no idea who else you can be. Welcome to the end, Valnek. Who are you? The Great One is right down there, deathly sleeping on the same shore it was born on. There was a time, long ago, when I caressed it back to sleep. Wait, are you one of the people who were writing down notes for us? Calamis? Have we read that name before? I'm not even sure right now. I would have done anything to extend its slumber. To have the world live just a little longer. But I agree now, it must be awakened. Its dream has gone on long enough. Huh? So, Any more dialogue for us? Valnek, I cannot go any further towards it, however. It must be you. Why? Yeah, sometimes the end is a new beginning. This is fine, right? This is fine. Why is there so much space here? Is this gonna be another fight? Oh. Oh, you're the creature that we saw in the very, very beginning of the opening cutscene. This is the thing that created the fog. So you are the Great One, you're not a fog beast. Interesting. So then what are fog beasts exactly? Ah, we are closing our eyes. What?
When a dreamer awakens, what happens to the inhabitants of the dream, or the world that was traveled, or the pain that was felt? The experience will linger sometimes, and the dreamer will remember. Some aspects of the dream will travel the veil and live with the dreamer in the waking world. There are no credits here, because this isn't the end.
What?
Newest of the fallen, take up your sword and fight.
This is not the end? What? What now? Okay. Hold on a second. The thing is, Steam gave me an achievement for the true end. What now? Wait, why are we here? Why are we not here? Wow. Alright. This is not the end, you say. Curious. Now, what would you say if we went back to check in on our skeleton egg? Wow, the amount of damage this weapon deals is insane. So... the egg is yet to hatch. What? Should we spill blood on it? Okay. So it's not ready to hatch yet. Fine. I mean, it's not like we don't have any other mysteries to solve. Huh. Curious, though. So, what felt like very much the build up towards the end of the game literally told us this is not the end? That's insane. How will we go about killing the Jotun here? Is that a reasonable plan? Does this weapon do anything special to that creature? Because with this very strong weapon, we might have yet another tool to solve more of the mysteries, right? Hold on, can we combine Icarian flight with us damaging the creature? So like hit it somewhere else. Maybe it's just that the feet have very strong resistances. Doesn't feel correct at all. Does this actually do anything? This doesn't feel right. None of this feels correct. Huh. Actually, I wanted to go check in on the throne room once more. Maybe something has changed since the last time we were here. This feels like death, but it might not be. Can we talk to the prince again? Huh. But we still have moonlight. Very curious. Okay. So we still have this very, very long list of things to try. And in fact, one of the... Huh? Oh, it said open. I was wondering if there was a text to read. One of the entries in that list of rituals was to take the fingers of a left hand and put them on the right of another. Or put them in the right hand or on the right hand of another. And I'm wondering if that might relate to this curious dragon skeleton creature we had. Because that one has pretty big and prominent fingers, right? Also something about replace an angel. How do you do that? Huh. The dragon is up there though. Skeleton dogs. Oh. The shooty magic actually consumes mana. Alright, so do you have hands and fingers and whatnot? Or maybe... maybe you are about the node to replace a prisoner. Look, see, there's a right hand. Very prominent. Right? Can we bring you fingers from a left hand somewhere, somehow? Well, that makes sense. There's a left hand. What else could we try? I mean, this was just this spell, right? The blue flame spell? Huh. Is it maybe time to check in on that actual list again? Replace a prisoner. Oh yeah, maybe we should go back to Wing's Rest. See if anything's different there. Valnek, hey, do you want to see a cool thing I found? Yes? Yeah, check it out. Dust crystal orb. I found it lying around the bottom of the well in that town. I found it laying around the bottom of the well in that town? I think you should have it. I couldn't find much use for it. Also, I'm glad you decided to stay here a little longer with us. You'll always have a place here, Valnek. You gave me a what? Crystal something something? Was it crystal? Dusty crystal orb. An ornately decorated crystal orb covered in a thick layer of unmovable dust that prevents you from looking into it. Perhaps at a later time, the dust may fall and reveal something. Has no current use. Perhaps at a later time the dust may fall? What is that supposed to mean? The moon cried to us in our time of need. Wait, this sword is different. Is that the sword of Sucsarius? Hey Valnek, I'm glad you decided to stop by. I was able to get a lot of supplies from the arena, so anything you need is on a discount now. Fancy a trinket, perhaps? Jotun-Slayer? Excuse me? A massive obsidian greatsword with a broken blade. Once a sacred relic given only to knights. Given only to King Griffith's elite knights. Now a pale shadow of its former glory. The sheer size and weight of it makes it an unsuitable weapon for humans. So you're telling me we need 350 silver. Okay, this might be a way to kill the Jotun, maybe? Although I don't understand what is like super special about this thing. The damage is not that much bigger than any other weapon we have. Okay, but that's something. Clive, do you have another story for us? Have I ever told you about how the Cursed Knight was defeated by the warrior Valnek? Actually, you didn't. The story goes that a brave soul named Valnek ventured deep into the forbidden depths of the Great Well and eventually came across Cursed Knight Sucsarius. Using the power accumulated from the journey downwards and with the help of some friends, Valnek was able to shatter several of the curses on the knights that were keeping him immortal. After a great battle, Sucsarius was defeated, and then nothing stood between Valnek and the sleeping Old One. But rather than wake it up and bring an end to this place, the kind Valnek allowed it to sleep for a while longer. They came back up to visit their friends, and the rumor is that they are still exploring the Great Well. At least I think that's how it happened. My memory ain't that good. Yeah, thanks for the story. We're still missing so many recipes from you. Salutations, Valnek. I'm kind of surprised to see you here. I thought you were planning on escaping. Not to say that I'm not pleased to see you, haha. Wanna try some alchemy? Sure. I will try alchemy another time, actually. So, we don't need earth elixir here. No, not dark urn. Dusty crystal orb. It doesn't even say no effect. Okay. So what do we do then? I mean, we need more gold, more silver. That's for sure. We need that weapon. Let's check in on the Labyrinth of Ash. And see if anything is different here. Especially about that final chamber with tasks. Splat. Yeah, we probably should try the corrupt key. Also in the arena of Sucsarius or beyond. Oh yeah, hold on. These enemies don't care about light damage. What was it? They were... I'm off cruelty? Albert. Why does the Dark Greatsword only deal 35 damage? I'm actually wondering whether we could have met Kalamis earlier somewhere, because it feels so out of the blue that he appeared and helped us. Yeah, I wanted to triple check that Kalamis is indeed the one who wrote the notes in the Sand Temple. And what do we do with finger of a left hand? How do we... Ah? Ah. How would we interact with you? Blood drain? Lava chasm? Oh, actually, yeah, this Hammer of Cruelty is stupid. Huh. Why can we not survey our fingers? Hmm. Oh yeah, I was actually meaning to try to use these strange strange coins. Like to actually use them here? No, we cannot use them. Hold on, how many of these white things are there? 2, 5, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 20. Oh. So Maybe that is an indicator that we're just missing 20 things and we already have 10 things. 30 tokens of spite must be held by the traveler. These are given by the unnamed primordial god of cruelty whenever a deed is done which delights them. Cruelty. Cursed with many odd incantations that bind the user to an unknown will. Okay, so all these things that we need to try. Replace a prisoner and an angel. Replace? I don't know what to make of that. Slay a giant of magic. I'm convinced that that must be slaying the Jotun. Because now we even have a weapon that's literally called Jotun Slayer. Well, we have theoretical access to that weapon. We just need to buy it. Transmute an animal into a mass of humanoids. Not the faintest idea. I mean, what kind of animals have we met in the Great Well? Snails? Rats? We have seen spirits of rabbits and deer? What other kind of animals have we seen? Most of the enemies we've faced off against were like magic creatures and like plants and slimes and skeletons and whatnot. None of these I would consider animals. Use poison to give separate wills to the brains and bodies of followers. What kind of poison are we talking about? Hold on. Disrupt the flow of souls to the afterlife. That must have something to do with the death that is approaching. Then transplant the fingers of the left hand to the right of another. Desecrate a shrine to an elder being. Sever a follower of yours into different planes of existence. A follower of ours. Grant healing blood magic to one afflicted, which takes more than it heals. Healing blood magic. Like the blood rain? Is that healing blood magic? Do we have healing blood magic? Coffin. Hold on a second. Summons a wooden coffin. The bodies within these coffins have long ago turned to ash. None know how many bodies have been thrown into the pit. The mad wizard Abdul thought of them more as usable resources and created a few of these rings. So the list of rituals we have is from the mad wizard Abdul. But I don't think coffin would be considered a healing blood magic. Lithomancy. A forbidden blood magic that gives life to the inanimate. Unable to comprehend existence, the objects only scream. Created by Mad Wizard Abdul. Ah? Before his exile. It is unknown what the purpose of this spell was. This could be the healing blood magic to one afflicted. Quick Stride doesn't feel like healing. Okay, hold on. Lithomancy. I think we have something here. Grant healing blood magic to one afflicted, which takes more than it heals. To one afflicted. Like that guy? What are these things? Are these the bandages of the enemies we fought? Healing blood magic. Didn't we have like an axe? Chop off a finger? Ooh, golden sickle. Can we cut off a finger like that? Huh. Oh, is it a skeleton eggs? Yes. You're a skeleton, right? I mean, there must be something to do with you. I just don't quite see anything. Blue flame arc? Maybe? Huh. The description for Blue Flame Arc mentioned how it burns the very essence of life. What? This way. Healing blood magic to one afflicted. Yeah, isn't it also kind of curious that this creature over there responds? Are you one afflicted? Doesn't look like it. This thing do anything with you? I mean, sure, it just damages you, which is fine. Wait, what? Huh? Oh? This is new. Hold on, hold on, hold on. What is this? Hold on, hold on. North, north, south? North, south, south, north, south, north, north. What? Is that what you're telling me here? North, north, south? North, south, south. North, south, north, north. But what is north and what is south? Hold on, hold on, hold on. There were settings, right? Something about a compass. Yeah, I like vaguely remember. Simple. Oh, this is north. Nice. Okay. So you're telling me north, north, south, north. But what if I go south instead? I see. Okay. So you're literally telling me to go north, north, south. And I forgot the rest. So was it then north, south, south? Holy crap, what is this? The script of this book is unintelligible. It seems to shift and slowly change. What? I believe then it was north, south, north, north, but I'm not super certain. Oh, wow. Serpent Fang? What does that do? Dark damage 82. Oh, that would have been handy. A mysterious crimson blade that resembles the curved fangs of a serpent. Warm to the touch and very heavy for its size. It leaves a trail of crimson miasma when fully charged and does dark damage. Wow. Okay, so hold on. When we go here, man, I wonder how many hidden doors I've missed throughout the game. Oh, we actually need to check the area. Where does this even lead? We need to check the area close to where we finally met this great one, old one, whatever. So this is now just dead, and it doesn't change anymore. And we cannot read that book. Is that what he's telling me? Huh. Fingers of a left hand. Okay, we found a thing. Okay, now this might seem cruel, but I want to test something. So we have this blue flame that like destroys, like burns away the essence of life or whatever, right? Can we attack our friends with it? Because one of the rituals is to sever a follower of ours. Huh. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Huh. So how do we proceed? Something about poison. But can it be really that literal? Ah, a follower in their brain. It's probably in the library. Question would be, which follower and their brain? Where was... Where was the corpse of that one monk? Silver. I need so much silver. So over here we had found this guy, right? But maybe they don't mean literal poison, right? Where would we find the brain that belongs to that guy specifically? The Lost Kingdom of Lyria. Well, there's two brains here. No effect from light damage. What? Did I not switch to the Lyrian Greatsword? Now you're an animal, right? How could I turn you into a mass of humanoids? Could I lithomancy your shell? What? You know, some milk snails are different. Some of them have these like crystal growths on their shell and some don't. Oh, hold on, are these baby snails stuck to their shell? Maybe that's what that is. Hey, Daedalus. Welcome. Please continue your search. These are fascinating. So can we blood drain you somehow? Does that do anything? No. Surprising amounts of silver, I have to say. Huh. Yeah, I don't know what kind of poison to use to like separate their brains. You know what? You know what? Let's go more carefully check out that room. Where that great one is. Maybe there's like hidden doors in there, because the room was really big. Is this way brighter now? I think this is way brighter. So are there hidden walls, like hidden doors here somewhere? Huh. Grave of the Sleeper. You know, the other thing that I still haven't forgotten about, we have only ever once found a videotape. And it has some light. Why is there so many paths here? What are the developers trying to hide here? Yeah, I don't want to get too close to you. Why is there so much space? This is super suspicious. Like, why do you make such a gigantic level for an area where there's only one thing to do? That doesn't make sense, right? There must be something else here. Or the devs are just trying to mess with us. What? So hold on, we just passed by here and then we went down that path and there was nothing? How does that make sense? Why is there straight out nothing? Do we need to carry on lights? Actually see anything here? Yeah, there really isn't anything. That's wild. Um... Is this somewhere broken? Can we try our... Oh, hold on. Grant healing blood magic to one afflicted could actually have been use like blood drain or something on Sucsarius? This is where we came from? Yes. So yeah, maybe... Maybe we actually locked ourselves out of trying some of those things. Although it would feel very, very weird, honestly, to be told, oh, this is not the end. And then maybe you find the Labyrinth of Ash only afterwards. Just to realize I locked myself out of a thing. That wouldn't be great, would it? Oh, now I understand. These are buildings. How did it take me so long to understand that this is a town? This is what Demi was talking about. Oh, wow. I only realized because this looked like a church type of deal to me. Okay, okay. So there is an entire town that is petrified? That's wild. Huh. Funny how suddenly the perspective can change when you realize, look, this maybe... Hold on, does that mean there's the theoretical possibility that one of these buildings could actually contain something? Like a hidden door? Because I've mostly checked like the outer perimeter of this entire cave, but not so much every single building. Huh. And why is a part of the town then split off this other cave? Okay, maybe the size of this entire area is supposed to be more of a narrative device. Yeah, I guess the textures have thrown me off. These are definitely in the shape of buildings. Huh. Well... Well. I'm still feeling a bit lost now. Meaning I'm really not sure how to proceed now. The game refused to give me credits, which is probably the strongest indicator that there's stuff to be done. Next time we might actually re-explore the arena, see if there was anything we've like missed about it. Are you one afflicted? Is this healing blood magic? Is this healing blood magic? You almost killed me. That is pretty much not acceptable. We also need to experiment more with alchemy. I really don't expect many more ingredients to appear, considering that we've apparently explored most of the world already. So maybe there's more combinations of, you know, A, B, B? For versions where we already have a recipe of A, B, C. Because how else are we supposed to find more recipes? We have a bunch of ingredients that don't combine with anything, apparently. These riddles are truly puzzling to me. The only one where I'm reasonably confident we might get some progress on is when we buy the Jotun Slayer and then maybe try attacking the Jotun and maybe something happens. For that we need some more silver, so we'll be collecting that throughout the next episode, I guess. But what else can we try? Probably just start re-exploring the arena, and maybe I'll have some additional ideas in the meantime. For now, let's go back to Wing's Rest. Let's enjoy the beautiful music. Yeah, there's many more things for us to experiment with, but not too much obvious forward progress. I'm not sure how to handle the next couple of episodes. It's possible that I might be actually cutting out more content. Normally I don't like to cut out anything, but it feels very strange for me to be running around more or less aimlessly, experimenting with a bunch of things and just having 2 hours of footage where nothing happened except for us collecting some silver, and that then being an episode. That feels very weird to me. I'd like to have the episodes with some forward progress, with some like additional things that happen. I mean, sure, it is possible that we will find something next time, but it's entirely unclear. We might not find any additional hidden doors, we might not find any interesting interactions. Maybe the skeleton egg is still not hatched at that point in time. Do we need that crusty, dusty crystal ball for the hatching of the skeleton egg? Because I think we didn't check back on the skeleton egg after we got that crystal ball. Mysterious, mysterious. Many questions. Many, many questions. Be that as it may, I thank you all for watching, and I hope you will join me again next time.